Welcome to Angel Love's Garden. Let's get growing. Let's get growing. Let's get growing. Let's get growing. Hey Garden Guardians, it's Angel aka LeeLee with Angel Loves Garden, and today we're going to work on filling up these brassica beds and planting them out. Let's go. Alright you guys, so I'm preparing for these filling the raised beds. I got a lot of spent soil here from pots throughout the garden that I'm not using. Plants are dead, so I put them in here in this one of the wheelbarrow or pit carts, mixing it up. I'll add some nutrients, some fertilizer, some fish emulsion, stuff like that, some granular fertilizer, and we're gonna go ahead and throw these in the raised bed. Okay, and we got plenty more out here, so that'll help cut down on cost. If you already have some pots that you're not using and it has soil in it, reuse the soil. Just go ahead and amend the soil so it can be healthy again. Okay, Garden Guardians, we out here getting ready to fill these raised beds. We got the Starbucks coffee grounds. We have some organic fertilizer. We use some of that. We have the spent soil from last year that I'm going to amend with those. We have some fresh coco coir, rehydrated, and we have some fish emulsion too, but I'm not going to use that this time because I have a big barrel of Funk Brew. I'll show you guys what Funk Brew is when I get ready to use it, but it's basically compost tea that I keep and I feed my trees and garden with it. So right now I'm going to amend this soil. This is the used soil from last year. It had perlite in it. There were like old stems and things in it. It was with coco coir because I grow mostly in coco coir. So once it gets rehydrated too, because we'll add some water to it, it'll probably expand. But yeah, we're going to add some fertilizer to it and some of these coffee grounds to, you know, perk it up and make it healthy again and inviting for the worms and other good organisms that help our garden and our plants grow and make the soil healthy. All right, so I'll show y'all that in a minute. Almost forgot to tell you guys I also have these food scraps or items that we're not eating that were frozen. I'm going to use either I'm going to add them to the compost tea or my Funk Brew, or either they're going to be in the raised beds as some kitchen scrap fertilization also to help the soil be healthy. And I'm going to show you what the Funk Brew looks like right now. Let's go look. Alright, Garden Guardian, so this is where my Funk Brew is. It's here. It's just one of these trash cans I got on clearance maybe 2 years ago at Walmart for $10 with the lid on it. I have a little broomstick that I use to mix it, so that's why I call it my brew, like a witch's brew, but it's Funk Brew. It's compost tea. I have a brick on it to keep anything out of it. Let's see what it looks like. Y'all, this is what my Funk Brew looks like right now. As you can see, I threw my decorative pumpkins in here in October. It's a little bubbly because it's been hot, and this is black, so it'll look like that. I have lots of old food scraps in here. As you can see, the pumpkin is trying to grow. Plants want to grow, y'all. They want to grow, okay? So you do whatever you can. Don't do too much, and they're going to grow. These things are growing inside of a trash can with a lid on top of it. Pumpkin seeds, okay? So what we might do is take them good pumpkin seeds out just already germinated and let it growing and see if we put them in some soil. But Yeah, it's probably like 2 to 3 years worth of different types of food scraps. I just throw them in there. I've added some fish emulsion. I've added shrimp tails to it, and I just mix it up. I just keep mixing it up over and over again. There's seeds in there. There's a lot of things in there. Okay, all kinds of leaves, all kinds of vegetables, fruits. You can see probably a cranberry right there. Yeah, but that's what I use to fertilize every so often in the garden. Mix it up, add water to it as I need to, stir it up, and I'll be good to go. And I think that's easier than using a compost bin for me. It's full of life, it's bubbly, it's got the good bacteria in there, so that's what we like. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys that. Y'all, we're about to start this funk brew up. Now, if you may wonder and ask, LeeLee, why do you call this funk brew? If we had smell-o-vision, you would definitely know why, okay? It is pumpkin, okay? Pumpkin. It stank, but the plants love it. They eat it up. We're gonna mix it up today. Add some more food scraps to it. Shrimp tails, stuff like that. I find it's easier to put it like some of the stuff here because then the animals are less likely to dig it up. Also, if I use it as a tea, then to dig it up out of the soil in the raised beds. Alright, so here we go. And I mixed it all up, and when I'm done, I just put the top back on, put that little broom handle inside it, and put the brick on it to keep the predators out. So that's it. We'll be using that this year. Alright, y'all. So what I'm doing, taking these food scraps, putting them in the raised beds. I'm going to start with this side. Let me show y'all. Let's put you right here. I'm going to start with this side of raised beds first, because I plan on putting my Brassicas in here. And most of my cooler weather can tolerate these temperatures right now over here. And then my hotter vegetables like sweet potatoes, mustards can tolerate a little bit more heat, things like that. Cucumbers, tomatoes, they're going to be on that side. Okay. Plus this is under the tree, so it's going to be, let me see if I can show y'all. It's under the tree also, so it's going to be a little bit more shaded for the Brassicas so they won't get too burnt up and things like that, or go to seed too quickly. Hopefully. We hope, y'all. Some of it I'm gonna save for my fruit trees because I'm putting those in the 17-gallon tubs today too. Alright, this is how it looks so far. Some of the stuff was stale, Some of it was open when I got it because I do like Instacart. And I'm not going to eat it if it's open. But I'm not going to waste it either. I'm going to freeze it. And save it for the garden. So, alright. This is what it looks like. We're going to add the spent soil next. We're going to add the coffee grounds and the fertilizer. Coffee grounds in there. Fertilizer to the spent soil. And we're going to add it to these. Right now I'm just doing these 5 raised beds for the brassicas. And then after that, we're going to put a fresh layer of Hugelkultur on top. And that's what we're working with today. And I got all these trees to plant too, y'all. See all them trees over there? Yeah, we gotta do that. So I got some 17-gallon tubs over here. And we're gonna plant those up too, okay? Got some more cardboard too for the trees to put down at the bottom. Alright, and I have done a video before on how I plant my fruit trees in containers in these 17-gallon tubs. I'll try to see if I can add it in the description, which one it was, so you guys can see what I do for the fruit trees as well. Alright, we sprinkled some of this organic fertilizer in here. Okay, now we're about to do this Starbucks coffee grounds. Sprinkle that in there. A good amount. Kickstart the garden. That's a good amount, I think. I tell you, we don't need a whole bunch of this. This go a long way. 100%. Alright, so we're gonna mix it up. See. Mix it up. Up a little bit. And I got my rake. Work smarter, not harder. Okay? Use your rake. Don't turn your back up. Oh, sorry. I think y'all took a nosedive. But sorry, y'all. I think you took a nosedive. But look, we're just gonna mix it up. Work smarter, not harder. Use your rake. Do not try to do too much. So, you don't want this like chickweed or whatever. Get rid of it. I mean, it don't harm your plants or nothing, so you know. You can get rid of it. And pretty good. This is dry, so I'm gonna add some water to it. Get it all mixed in really well. As I mix it in, I keep finding little green weeds. You don't, when you do reuse the soil, you don't want to include like giant root balls or root masses, because those will probably grow back as weeds or whatever plant they were before it died. They just, I don't know why they cause problems. So it's best to just shake as much soil off of it and use that, and then, you know, put the root ball in the compost heap. I feel like we got it mixed up pretty good. Alright. Y'all, I know I talk about Temu a lot, but I really love these carts I got from Temu. Actually, I have one more I need to assemble, and then I'll have 3 of these carts here. They're very helpful, so I can do different things at the same time, use them for different stuff. Alright, we're gonna keep these 2. This will feed the soil. And nothing wrong with that. I think we mixed that good. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to put it in there dry. Sprinkle in there dry. A little in here. My goal is to at least cover these 5 today. And then work on the fruit trees. So that's the main goal for today. Okay, so that's all the spent soil. There's a little bit left in here. I put it in there. Of course, I did not fill the beds all the way up. So we're going to be using coco. We got some rehydrated here. There's some rehydrated there. We got some bricks. We're going to be rehydrating in this cart. So we're going to be filling up the rest with coco. All right, here we go. These are mostly the marigold bushes I pulled up. They were in my front yard. I harvested the seeds, but there were all these leftover stems and branches from the marigold. So we're gonna put them in there. We know, gardens like marigold stuff. Maybe it'll help deter any pests. Alright, guardians, so here's the leaves and leaf mold I have over the past 2 years. My neighbor's kid who cuts the grass, he also will just blow the leaves over in this little area where the carport is, and it turns into soil. So you can see how good and rich that soil is underneath. Those are old leaves that broke down. So I'm gathering some for the raised beds. Let's get it. Alright, garden guardians, so we filled up the raised beds using the Hugelkultur method because we don't dig, okay? We put cardboard boxes in there, we put sticks in there, we put more cardboard in there, then we put some food scraps, then we put some more sticks and branches, the marigolds, then we put some leaf mold in here, we put some used, spent, old dirt or old soil. We amended it with Starbucks coffee grounds and some organic fertilizer. We got the leaf mold on top, and the last thing we're gonna do is use this coco coir. So I have several bricks of coco coir, and I'm just doing these 5 today because these are the brassica beds, the main brassica beds that I'll be using. They are more cool tolerant plants, so they should be fine while this temperature keeps fluctuating. Y'all, there's a lot of space. I thought it was 7 raised beds. There's 8 raised beds, 8 4-foot raised beds on both sides. Well, there's two little ones right here, but they're like equal to 4 foot. But 8 4-foot raised beds, y'all. Alright, okay. We doing 5 today. Fill it up 5 today. Okay. I came out here, checked on the garlic and onions yesterday. And I planted some beets and carrots. I cleaned them up, gave them some water because they were very dehydrated. So these beds have like a little pooling underneath the actual raised bed area that holds water. So that's cool. You can actually hook it up to, as you can see those little stoppers on the bottom, you can hook them up to irrigation systems. And I did get a little irrigation system. Oh, child, we got stuff to do. We doing stuff though, okay? It's gonna get done. But right now, I'm working on these. All right, let's get back to work. After this, I'm going to plant the, let me show you what I'm gonna plant in there. After I fill these with coco coir, I'm rehydrating this brick right now. And I have a couple of, well, I have quite a few other bricks. And this is one I had already rehydrated the other day. There's another one down there, but I got some in the house. We're gonna be trying to plant some of these babies. See if they'll take off. We got some yesterday too, some items from Home Depot. We had a $50 gift card. And they had some deals, so we got those. Some of the plants didn't look good, I ain't gonna lie. So them burpee ones was looking, I don't know what in the world happened to them plants. But the Bonnie ones looked pretty decent. But there was a sale on both. And we got what we could get that we thought we could use. Let me show you what else we're gonna put over here. We're gonna be doing some transplanting. Y'all know I had ordered some brassicas last year in the fall. Because I was keeping, y'all excuse the mess because we are work in progress. But y'all see all that? We got sorrel, we got some cabbage, we got some romaine, some chard over there, and look at that kale, y'all. So we're gonna be transplanting them into the raised beds too, okay? Give them more space to grow, and so we can have succession planting. Not only will those ones be in the raised bed, the little seedlings I showed you will be in the raised bed, and I'm dropping more seeds because I don't play. Okay? Y'all, it's getting serious. It's getting serious out here these days, okay? And all you see is how serious it is if you're really paying attention. So yeah, we're gonna be dropping more seeds, and we got the seedlings, we got the starts, we got the old starts that's over in those rainbow color bags, Yup. We ain't gonna be hungry, okay? Because I mostly love vegetables. I gotta have mine. Okay? And you should have yours too. Go ahead. If you haven't started a garden, a little something on a patio and some containers, you don't have to do this, okay? LeeLee might be a little extra. I don't think so. The times is calling for it. Get you a 17-gallon bucket right there. You could do a whole 3-sister garden in there, okay? You could put corn, you can have squash, you can have tomatoes. You can put that all in there. You can have anything in a container. I grow all the time in containers. But you need to grow something. That's on facts. All right, let me get back to work. Okay, I watered down all of the leaves. I water down each layer every time I do a layer. I water it down, and now I'm about to put the cocoa in here. Hey garden guardians, we are planting in our brassicas that we have. We made little hoops. We're gonna put some fabric over them, and I decided when I'm planting, I still have like 4 beds down there to plant in, but this is a lot right now. Plus I have little seedlings too that I gotta plant. Here we go. Alright, all done for this video. Thank y'all for watching. Stay blessed.